to talk to you about prepping and preparing so that you have no excuses to eat good, clean, healthy food.
Yep, exactly. So what are we gonna be doing today?
Well, we're gonna be doing a couple things, Molly. One of the reasons I wanted to do this with you is because so many people ask us both all the time. You guys don't really eat clean, it takes so much work. I don't think I can do eating this way. But the truth of the matter is, we are really busy.
Yeah, I mean, really busy.
Molly's a mom, we're both running the 30 Clean. The days are not long enough. So
yeah.
I have found that by prepping and preparing, I really can make sure that I'm gonna eat clean all week. And Molly,
yeah, I mean, I'm really bad, you guys. I have 2 small kids, super busy, and I actually let people know that I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking.
It's true.
It's true. So as much as Heather's gonna teach us about prepping and preparing, and this is what we teach our challengers on a challenge, as an easy way, I'm gonna make sure that you have absolutely no excuses, and I'm gonna show you what lazy Molly does after she shows you easy prepping and preparing.
And I wanna make sure you know too that it's okay to be lazy.
Yes.
Like, I love that Molly's so honest about it, so hopefully you can be honest too. And let's just kind of get into it.
Yep,
so
let's go for it.
One of the things we talk about is the 4 Ps, which is plan, purchase, prepare, and put away.
Good job, you remembered them all.
I remember them all. And when you do that, it honestly is a way to just guarantee success for the week. So one of the things we talk about a lot is how to make your own nut milk at home, because we don't do dairy. I personally don't do dairy.
I don't either.
And I haven't done dairy for a while. And on the 30 Clean Challenge, we don't do dairy.
Right.
So it's hard to find good alternative milks with nothing in them.
Right, they usually have like a thickener, guar gum, carrageenan.
Yep.
So let's show them how we would just make it at home. It's really easy.
Okay, so you can choose any nut you want. And I have almonds here and cashews here. I'm actually gonna show you how to prepare the cashew milk, but you prepare all nuts the same way. So what you would do is you would take, as you can see, I love mason jars, by the way, they're amazing. So you would just take a cup or more, depending on how much you wanna use, of your favorite nut, go ahead and rinse them out, and then you're gonna soak them for 8 to 12 hours or overnight in fresh water.
So you literally just put them in water and
Literally
let them
this. And I actually soak them without the lid on. I usually just put like a cheesecloth or my nut bag over it. But right now I have the lid on because we've been waiting.
Yep.
Once you're done soaking your nuts, and you do the same thing with lentils or beans or anything that you would want to soak to remove any anti-nutrients, like phytic acid, which is something that you will notice kind of covers and coats beans and legumes and nuts and seeds.
Oh, so that's why we soak. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you're done, you drain the water, you rinse it out, drain it a few times, and then you're going to do 1 part nuts to about 2 parts water, and it can kind of depend on the consistency that you like. I use a little NutriBullet because it's small,
super easy,
convenient, super easy. Not a lot of washing goes into.
We do not like washing dishes.
No, we don't.
Yes.
So prepping and preparing, we do all things easy.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna pour my nuts in here. I am going to go get some fresh water.
Oh, so she'll be back in a second. She's over there.
So I'm gonna grab about 8 ounces of water.
And my fridge, my new fridge, actually tells you how many ounces of water, which is amazing.
And isn't your son actually super excited to know how much water he's drinking?
Yes, he checks his ounces every day. Half his body weight in ounces.
So you just go ahead and you pour the water in. Now the difference between cashews and other nuts is that with the other nuts, you would have to take a nut sack or a nut bag, and then after you're done blending it, you would strain it. But with cashews, you actually don't have to do that if you don't mind a little more of like a thick, silky taste.
And lazy people don't mind that.
Not at all.
Okay.
So I drink cashew milk all the time.
Yay!
So this is gonna be a little loud, but basically all you're gonna do is blend it up.
Nice.
So super easy. One more time.
I totally feel like we're on an infomercial right now.
too.
The NutriBullet. Okay, so what do we do
I
next?
was gonna say too, you can use a blend tag, you can use a Vitamix, whatever you want to use. You don't have to use a little NutriBullet. So the other thing is, now I have fresh cashew milk, which I'm super, super excited about. If you are, eating like sugars or healthy sugars, you can always add like a date to this. You can add some maple syrup.
Ooh, vanilla.
Vanilla. You can definitely put vanilla powder, vanilla extract. You can like just take some vanilla beans and put it in.
Add it to your coffee.
And this is literally done. So here I have fresh cashew milk, which I'm super, super excited about.
Oh, that looks delicious. So good. Can we add Kahlua to it?
Yeah, but not right now.
Oh yeah,
Molly.
that's not clean. Let's see. Love it. It's
Isn't it
so, it's
delicious?
like super sweet.
It's so good. There was nothing added in here. So
Perfect.
now that I have this fresh milk, the first thing I want to show you is how to make breakfast. So I am going to show you 2 super quick breakfast ideas that I do.
Okay.
The first one is chia pudding. This is what it's going to look like after it's finished, but isn't it beautiful?
Really pretty.
So again, what I'm gonna do, it's super simple. It's something that you can make ahead. I make anywhere from like 1 to 2 servings so that I have it for 2 mornings in a row.
Okay.
And you're just gonna take 8 ounces of your favorite nut milk. Usually I would use coconut milk or almond milk because I think it's better with the chia seed, but right now since we just have cashew milk, fresh cashew milk, I'm gonna use this.
Love it.
And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take another mason jar, because that's what we love. You are going to blend your nut milk with a banana, half a banana. And by the way, if you have, usually I try to use more of like unripened bananas because I think they are better for us.
It's really ugly.
But it's really ugly. I'm gonna use this banana. I'm only gonna use half of it. I'm gonna add that to my blender. If you like cinnamon or any other like seasonings, you can add that as well. And then I'm going to add a handful of spinach. It's a sneaky way to get your greens into your breakfast.
Love it.
And if you will see, Lazy Man's version, just get already washed,
That's what I
already
do.
cut, already put together greens.
Yes, I love that.
I love that
And
too,
at the 30
Molly.
Clean, we always promote having greens with breakfast.
Exactly, or any vegetable even.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stick a handful into my NutriBullet, put my veggies off to the side, and literally, I'm just going to blend this up. For the sake of saving time, I'm not gonna blend it all the way.
Thank you.
Because you know what it looks like, but pretend it's fully blended, nice and smooth consistency. And you're gonna take 3 tablespoons of chia seed. And you can use white, black, whatever kind of chia seeds you like. I like to keep everything in mason jars in my pantry because then it's so much easier just to grab and go and use what I need. So I keep flaxseed, hemp seed, every kind of different thing I want into different mason jars. And then you go ahead and pour over your chia seeds.
Now, what's going to happen to the chia seed?
The chia seeds are going to become gel-like overnight. So basically, this is all you do. Stir it up, put your lid on it, and stick it in the fridge.
So it becomes almost like a pudding, type of consistency.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and it's super delicious. And like I said, you can add cinnamon or anything else you want, then just top it with your favorite berries. And if you want, you can even pair it with like an apple chicken sausage or a little bit of bacon or a hard-boiled egg. Or you
Awesome.
can eat it like that.
Okay, what do you have next for us?
Next, super easy again. One of the things I do every single Sunday is I hard boil half a dozen eggs.
So easy.
So super easy.
Yes.
So I make sure I'm getting the best eggs because if you're gonna be eating, you know, multiple eggs, multiple days a week, you wanna make sure that you're getting organic, pasture raised if possible, definitely local if you can, know where your eggs are coming from. So I just have 6 hard-boiled eggs here, and then I pair a hard-boiled egg with a smoothie. Now what I do to make my morning super easy and fast is I prepare my smoothie bags in advance. And I usually use Chef Grace's from Fresh and Clean, her Green Goddess smoothie, which is delicious.
So good, yeah.
So good. And honestly, in my bag is all of my greens. So my green apple, my kale. I have another bag that has spinach. And one of the things she adds, Molly, is parsley. Super easy. You just cut it off and stick it in the bag.
So I use parsley for my breakfast too, but I usually just put it on the side of the plate to make it look like I have greens. Is that a good use of parsley?
Oh, so you're not really eating greens.
No, I am. I'm totally joking. Pretend like that didn't happen. Okay, so what's next?
So that is my breakfast. Honestly, I just can now take my bag out of the freezer with my banana in it, with my cucumber in it, my apple, my spinach, my greens, throw it in with my fresh nut milk.
Nice.
And anything else that I want to add into my smoothie, and I'm done. I have breakfast now for 3 days that I just showed you.
And if you're not sure you're gonna remember this or you're not writing this down, don't worry, you guys, we have a free resource that we're gonna be giving you with all these ingredients that Heather is telling you about now. So I wanna talk to you a little bit about how the Lazy Man does breakfast.
Go for it.
Although I have to say, that was pretty easy. I don't know if I can beat it. So my nickname at the 30 Clean headquarters is the One Pan Wonder.
It's true.
And that's because I have to feed a family of 4, and I do it all in one pan.
That's
For
pretty
breakfast.
impressive.
For breakfast, yeah. And I've got about 5 minutes to do it. So Two things that I do are either the easiest way to go about it is I take the roasted vegetables or whatever I had for dinner the night before, throw it in a pan and just throw eggs in there. And I also like to add my sweet potato hash. So you just take a sweet potato and everyone's got a veggie peeler.
Yep.
You might not have a spiralizer like what is sitting here in front of me, and Heather will get to that in a minute, but you probably have a veggie peeler of some sort. So I just peel off the skin, which I've already done, and then you just peel away. Really, really easy. And you can go super fast. Fill the pan up with coconut oil, add the sweet potato hash, then you just add some spinach like you have over there.
Oh,
really easy.
Is this when you use your parsley?
No, that's not when I use my parsley. We do the spinach because, again, I don't like to chop a lot of vegetables. I take it, handful, bam, put it in there, and then I pop a couple eggs on top of it, and I'm ready to go. A lot of you have told me, though, that you don't like eggs. Have you heard of that before? A lot of challengers.
A lot of challengers don't like them,
Right.
or they possibly have an intolerance or they're allergic. And rotation and moderation, so please show us something that's not eggs.
So for me, I like to get chicken apple sausage, and I do the same thing. I do my sweet potato hash, and then I just chop up the chicken apple sausage, throw in some spinach because we have to have greens with our breakfast, and bam, you've got, again, one pot, all of your proteins, fats with the oils and veggies, and you're ready to go for
You're
breakfast.
pretty good. In fact, I might borrow some of these to eat with my chia seed pudding tomorrow.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's move on to lunch.
Okay, so I have a really great, easy way to do lunch. Usually on Sundays, another thing that I do is I go ahead and I bake some chicken breasts.
Okay.
Honestly, so easy. You just take a couple, throw them in the oven. I usually use maybe a little bit of balsamic, some salt and pepper, and done.
Yeah, and I'll talk a little bit more about cooking some easy chicken when we get to dinners.
Awesome, great. So I have my chicken, and then one of the things that I do now, the whole planning and preparing and washing and cutting, I do that because I used to go to the market, I would take all of my groceries, I would shove them in my refrigerator, and every day I would open up my refrigerator and be like, oh my gosh, I have nothing. I have nothing. I had bags of vegetables in my refrigerator, but just because they weren't already washed and cut, in my head I had nothing because I had no time.
Right.
So honestly, I have saved my health by literally prepping and preparing on Sundays.
And how fun is it too to look in your refrigerator and it looks so pretty with all these little Tupperwares
things. So everything that I have is now washed and clean and ready to go. And a lot of times I won't even chop too much because I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So like these carrots, I can now, because they're already washed and ready to go, I can chop them up even more for my mason jar salad, which I'm gonna show you, or I can just throw them onto a pan and toss them with olive oil and balsamic and roast them.
So good.
And it's so easy. So I have right here, I can basically make a salad, or I can do roasted veggies.
If I could just have roasted vegetables and wine every day, I would be so happy. I would be, no, that's not okay? Okay, all right.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Okay. No judgment here, Molly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
So what I would do for my mason jar salad, which you can make anywhere from like 2 to 3 of these, literally, and just stick them in your refrigerator and have them for lunch every day.
And you don't have to have the chalkboard sign on the front of it. That's not necessary.
But it's so cute because you can write every day of the week on them. This is
adorable.
also, again, another recipe that you can find on Chef Grace website, Fresh and Clean.
Mason jar salad.
Yeah, right, exactly. So what you would do is you just start with a most dense vegetable. So if I wanted to use cauliflower, I can go ahead and chop my cauliflower really small. And the other thing about cauliflower like this is I can choose to use it in a salad, I can choose to roast it, or I can even grate it and use it for like cauliflower rice.
Nice.
Yeah. So you just go ahead and put that in the bottom. Do the same thing with your carrots. You just chop them up. As you can tell, like I'm not the most...
Don't cut your fingers, please.
I almost did. I can't look at you and try and chop at the same time. You can add celery, you can add already chopped cucumbers, just like that. And honestly, you just fill it up, add in the greens of your choice. You can use spinach, you can use kale, you can use anything that you love, romaine lettuce. And then you would put your protein of choice in as well. It doesn't have to be animal protein, it can be garbanzo beans, lentils, anything, quinoa that you like. A lot of times what I'll do is at the end, I'll top it off with like sunflower seeds or chopped pecans or my favorite kind of nut.
Oh, I love adding nuts to salads.
It's awesome. And when you're done, it looks like this. Super beautiful. The one thing I did not do with this one, because usually I just add a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon and sometimes some olive oil, is you can make a dressing at home. So easy. You can just throw it again into your NutriBullet or blender, olive oil, vinegar, and a little bit of seasonings.
Or if you're too lazy to make your own dressing, hold on.
Uh-oh, wait for it.
Lazy man style.
This is so exciting because I don't know this.
I just go ahead and buy pre-prepared guacamole. Dump it on the salad, mix it up. I
Amazing.
slice it up really tiny. Bam, so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Little secret.
anything you want to do, stick these in the fridge. You now have however many days worth of lunch. So easy, Molly.
Awesome. Well, I can't really beat that, so let's just move on to dinner.
Okay.
I've got good ideas there.
So I'm super excited about dinner as well because dinner is just as easy. We love pasta, but not in the form of wheat.
yes.
We like what we call vegetable zoodles, noodles, patoodles, depending on what you're using.
Yeah.
Seriously. So it's super easy.
Fun for the kids too.
Exactly. Molly's gonna demonstrate how
Need
we
the knife.
do zucchini noodles.
So the spiralizer we love.
Yep, it's this. There's also even smaller ones that are literally just like cones that you can just twist your vegetables.
I really hope this goes well.
It's going to go well. It's going to be
Not
great.
gonna lie. Okay, right.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, there we go. Oh no, wait, hold on. We gotta put it into this. Stay clean because I don't like cleaning up after things. So we gotta
Me neither.
stay clean. So there we go.
How nice that is.
That simple.
Seriously, so easy. And our
Almost too pretty to eat. I don't know.
kids really, really do love doing this. So you can do this with any vegetable you want. You can do it with cucumbers, you can do it with sweet potatoes, you can do it with any kind of squash. So now we have our base for dinner, which is going to be our zoodles.
Yum.
And then what I also do at the beginning of the week is I do some kind of a ground meat or ground turkey. This part's already done. Easy, I just go ahead and do like mushrooms and onions and throw it in there. Throw all this into one pot. And then to save time, I find an already done, super delicious, super healthy, super clean, no sugar added.
You are as
tomato
lazy
sauce.
as me. I'm liking this.
No, I mean, what are you talking about? And if I could open it,
There you go.
literally, you pour in your sauce,
And then what do we do with the zoodles?
and then we would just put the zoodles either. I do mine raw because I think it tastes delicious that way. But you can also just take one other pan. You can saute your zoodles just for a little bit because they will honestly get super small and shriveled quickly.
Yes.
And then pour your sauce with your tomato sauce and everything else on top of it. And now
Okay.
not only do you have dinner, but you also have lunch for the next day.
That's the best part. Okay,
And
so
Molly has our last easy dinner.
yes, super, super lazy. So what I like to do is I like to get prosciutto. I used to use bacon, but then I was realizing the bacon wasn't cooking all the way, and then I'd have to kind of cook it, and I'm like, that's not lazy enough. Nobody's got time to cook bacon. So
Thank goodness prosciutto's so thin.
you can eat it without cooking it. It's amazing. So what I like to do is I take prosciutto and I get it out of the package, and I like to wrap it around chicken tenders,
Look at this
which
too.
you can buy
Chicken
already.
tenders.
Yes, already prepared. You literally just wrap it around, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, stick it in the oven. I don't even time it. I just smell it when it's like nice and crisp, when the prosciutto's crisping. And then, let me wash my hands because I got a little bit of chicken on there.
I love it. Another
In
lazy.
my magic bag. Well, you already had the spinach, so I was proud of you on that one. But nobody's got time to chop vegetables, people. Time is money. All right, so I've got my vegetables. I
I
throw them in the
love
pan. Dinner's made. Voila, that's prepping and preparing.
That is the 4 Ps. Anybody can eat clean. We will definitely have free resources for you that you can grab off of our website.
Yep.
And we're gonna tell you exactly how to do it.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.